because I feel so validated by things that are so unacceptable externally, societally, around us in our personal life. Rage over a situation. Um, you know, shame, feeling shame over something you did. It's not saying it's okay, but it's saying, yes, feeling vengeful is real. Feeling so grief-stricken that you want revenge is real. It's there, it's out there. It's not imaginary. And it happens. And then you go into historical context of what you're seeing and then how it's played out in history, how it has played out thematically in other literature, modern literature. The language, it teaches you that language can be the perfect weapon. And I've learned that myself from literature and mommy and daddy. But it, in the best of ways, I want to say, within the worst of contexts, it is a mirror. It's the perfect mirror and the perfect weapon. Because, Shakespeare, 3 sentences, your brain is annihilated by what your wife just told you. That's why, 2/3 of the way into a lot of Shakespearean tragedy, people become delusional, like in Macbeth or whatever. Lady Macbeth is just complete lunatic at the end, but it's not signed, sealed, and delivered. It's her denial, it's her love, it's her devotion. Then it's her horror and her pride and her fear of what will happen to him and then to her. And then she ends up, jumping off a balcony or whatever. That's not the power of the language, but power. Let's talk about power. And I'll try to leave it there. But the honesty with which Greek and Shakespearean tragedy addresses the honesty of power. Now, we all like to grapple with that in our heads politically, intellectually, but it is mapped out for you in both of these arenas of literature, of what we're talking about here. Who gets the power? How do they get it? How long does it last? Why do they lose it? What factors go into them losing it? How does it corrupt love? How do they ruin their families? Lear, King Lear, I still sob at the end of King Lear. I digress. But there it is. Power has corrupted love, and from it comes annihilation and death. And so, of course, that's tragic, hence tragedy. But it's not all about yelling and weeping. It is deep themes that are so relevant, so current, and there's so much to learn from and so much more riffing to do off of those themes, because they're such core elements of reality, those themes. You just weave into any psychology. I don't care where you want to go with this. Go Freud. But it's a mirror, and it is a mirror that we should be looking into every day, because I don't see tragedy as dark. I see tragedy as accurate. So that's just me. I don't know. I hope I'm blowing your heads off with this about literature, certainly not literally. And maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you, more than all of you, are aficionados already. But if you haven't given it a glance in a while, or you haven't delved into some, I don't know. I read it recreationally, which is, again, can be considered a form of lunacy. But it's also therapeutic. So I don't know. You make of that what you will. Again, the examples I used were Shakespeare's King Lear, Macbeth, of course, Antony and Cleopatra, my 3 favorites, and then, of course, Medea, Antigone, and several others. Medea, I think, is the best sort of, way to use, one to use as example of Greek tragedy. Obviously, it's like the, premier Greek tragedy. But anyway, I'll leave you with all that. What do they say? Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm glad I could share that with you, though, because it's not something I can run to Walmart and start chatting people up about. And these are for posterity, so throw it on if you feel so compelled, and talk a little tragedy. Whenever, today, tomorrow, a year from now, who knows? There's 1,700 videos up already, probably. So thank you for that. Thank you for this. Thank you for everything. Because, I do tell you guys this is therapeutic for me, and you're very much a part of that. I'm not just like blabbing at a phone and, oh, I feel better now. No, it's, I don't know. You know. Okay. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching if you watch more than once. Okay, take care. Be good to yourselves. Be good to those around you that you care about. And there you go. Tomorrow, teasers, clips, previews, and shows. What else is new? Have a great one with whatever's left of what you have, day or night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thanks again. Bye.